fan.
Yesterday's dead.
Let's go.
Tomorrow's outside.
You ready for some Willie?
I'm always ready.
And it's sad.
Yeah? Not good turnout, guys. Beautiful sunset.
Help me make it through.
Go take it, dog.
They'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. Thank you.
You see Cash? There he is. The school bus.
The school bus! Hey, Sam! Hey, buddy!
What's up, dude? So you live down there? Somebody else getting some roof supplies delivered. I like that he got out and like walked up and seen where he was going. Awesome. That's what you do. Nice Kenworth day, Ken. ABC Supplies. All right, I think we should hit the pool today. No loads today, guys. This is Wednesday. We'll look for something hard tomorrow. T-Dubs isn't feeling that great. I don't know if she's getting a little sick or not, so I kind of told her I'd stay home and take care of these guys. We got some McDonald's. We got some friends coming over, so let's hang out with them for a second. Beautiful day, about 88 degrees, a little bit hot. It was so much fun at, what's it called? Willie Nelson yesterday. What's up, dude? Miss us? Oh, take. Take. Tiki's a Maltese Yorkie, by the way, guys. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Good seeing you guys. Guys go to the pool for a little bit? Yeah, Mom's not feeling great upstairs, so we gotta be quiet for her. You got swim trunks? Well, I thought we were going to the pool, but somebody else wanted to go into the hot tub. All of them, actually.
Hey, can you turn the heat on a little?
I turned it off, actually.
Oh, man,
So it doesn't get too... We'll turn it up, yeah. I guess it's pool time now. Playing on the jungle gym across from the pool? Okay, well, this is your palace, okay. All right, guys. Let's get back home. Probably, I'm gonna make a video tonight. I'm gonna talk a little bit about brokers and something I heard about the biggest margin they've ever had in history. Yeah. We are gonna drive this back home and go in the hot tub again once your friends are done playing on the jungle gym. You cannot drive all the way home. You're 4 years old. There's too many cars around. Anyways, let's talk about brokers today, guys.
You just gotta pull the steering wheel off with the pedal.
Okay, you push pedal? All right. Because even more the reason why we need to know our worth is because of this right here, the margins that these brokers are making right now. It's record highs. So hold out for your worth and you get, yes.
Can we go to Urban Air?
Urban Air? Your birthday is coming up, I think? I don't know.
No, I don't know when we're gonna go.
What day was it?
2 days ago.
Heck yeah, happy birthday, man. Bam. All right, let's go back home and go to the hot tub, guys. Oh, it's lightning? Okay. I got you guys some pizzas. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. What do you think? Yes. Pizza time. You have fun in the hot tub?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, what are you doing? I got to close that thing up. Lightning's starting to strike. All right, we got school tomorrow, guys. You guys doing good in school? All right. You doing good? Good.
I wanted to get wet because I lost the thing that covers the thing that goes plugs.
Okay. I'll go get him.
Superman!
You're Superman. Okay, while these crazies play, let's talk about brokers.
Sustain themselves in any market. Sometimes you're not going to make money, but you have to be able to sustain and maintain. If you can do that, then
so he starts off with some good information right here about how good the market was.
Make it and do really well when things are going great, right? Everybody can make it in those types of markets.
And then how if you sustain,
who can make it
you're still in it, then
things
you're
are
doing
not
stuff
going
right.
so well? Who can buckle up your belt,
what to expect in the future.
tighten up your bootstraps when things are not going so well? Those are the true business owners. And if you've been making it through, if you've sustained, if you've maintained during 2022 and 2023, but now we're starting to see that things are getting a little bit better, and we're thinking that 2024, according to
2024 should be a little better.
It's going to be a much better year. And what they're basing that on is something called the tender rejection rates. Now, before we get into the trucking rejection index charts, and one of these
tender
charts will
rejections
actually show
are
us
what
the
we're going to look
bottom
at to
of
kind
the
of
freight
see
market. Because we
where
know
the
in
market's
order
gonna go
for us
when
to
people start
experience a
having more
rebound in any
options.
market, we have to see
That's
where the
when rates
bottom
go up.
is. But before we get into those charts, let's talk about
options.
supply and demand. And we need to talk about supply and demand because a lot of people use that phrase casually, but the people really don't understand what supply and demand is. So for those of you who may not, supply and demand very simply is supply is the number of trucks
Supply and demand.
within that market that are available
Lots of trucks,
for dispatch.
only a couple
and
loads.
demand
That's why
is
they
the number of
race to the
loads
bottom.
tendered within that market. Now we know we've seen an outsized supply.
Good information. I like how he lays it
demand.
out.
We've seen way more trucks available than there have been loads. So what that leads to is a huge number of trucks going after a small number of loads, which drive
there's
down
something interesting
price.
coming
Take a
up.
look at the chart I have on your screen now. This chart shows the number of carrier authorities that have been applied for throughout the years. Since 2010 up until 2020,
Pretty useful chart.
the number of carriers applying for new authorities have hovered around the 2 to 5K
From that
mark.
2020 to 2022
But as you can
range
see,
was the glory
during
days.
the
Really
latter
good
part of
rates.
2020, those numbers started
Lots of
to
demand,
spike,
not so much
and
supply.
in 2021
So authorities
they
went to the
almost
roof.
hit 20,000. But in 2022, the numbers started to come back down.
But now
and
you
in
see that red dip.
2023,
A lot of guys
we
are
can
going out of
actually
business,
see a
unfortunately.
contraction. As capacity continues to correct, the freight cycle could begin to move at a faster pace, perhaps by the end of this year or early in 2024. We're likely to see spot rates increase as capacity decreases and freight volume increases. Now, this next chart on your screen reflects the
Great
outbound
information. So
tender
now the
reject
tender
index,
rejections is
or the
carriers have more
OTRI.
options.
The OTRI tracks the balance of
These charts
supply
are
and
very
demand in
useful.
trucking by measuring the percentage of truckload freight that is rejected by carriers. A tender
see it's going
rejection
up.
by a carrier tells the shipper the carrier has more options for that particular truck. Higher rejection rates means that the supply and demand swing in favor of the carrier. Now let's take a look at May 14th on this chart. This indicates that the market hit the bottom when tender rejection rates were at the lowest of about 2.5%.
2.5%
Since that
rejections.
time,
That's like
rejection
none.
rates have steadily increased to about 4.38%
And we're
in
going back up.
September
So that's
of
good.
2023.
It's a good direction.
This number is on track to surpass last year's tender rejection rate of 5.5%. Now, although this is great news for carriers, shippers having to pay an increased amount to move their loads in 2024, unfortunately, the news is not as good for freight brokers. And it has to do with the spread. You see, the freight brokers make their money on the spread. And the spread is currently 79 cents. And we're talking the spread, what we're talking about is the difference of what you'll pay to move a load or a truckload of freight via the spot
spread.
market as compared to contract rates. And although the current spread is at
New
record
information
levels
for me.
at
I've never heard
79
this.
cents per mile, as spot markets start to decrease,
The contract
so
rates
will
versus the spot
margins
market.
of freight
So-
brokers decrease as well. And anytime we're talking about
If
decreases
freight brokers
in
can move it
margins,
for
we're
cheaper
talking about freight brokers who are making less money.
than the contract
Now, the
rates,
silver lining in all of
they
this
can keep more
is
money.
that as those freight brokers start to make less money, the bigger freight brokerages,
So
some
why
of those
wouldn't they?
traditional freight brokerages who have been over leveraged start to fail, that's going to release more freight onto the market. So of
Makes
course,
sense.
if you are still here, you're surviving. Remember, we talked about sustaining and
reason to know
maintaining
your
during
worth.
this period. If you can
Reject
sustain
it
and
if it doesn't
maintain
make
your
sense.
brokerage,
If it doesn't cover
more
the
freight
basic
will
costs
likely
and put
be
some
on the
money in your
market
pocket.
for you to
Very
choose
good
from.
information,
So that's what
guys.
I wanted
Always
share with
listen
you
to
today.
the
I certainly hope this
brokers and
information
broker
has been
channels out there and
helpful. If you
keep
wanna-
track of these Facebook pages. It'll help you with a little bit of insight. Well, we just dropped off our buddies, and that is the brokers, guys. That's things. The little truck, the day cab. Things might be changing as we saw there, guys. Just kind of always know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with these sales pitches from these brokers, because they are trying to sell you, like I said, sell you on the cheapest rate they could possibly do it, because that gives them the more money. So,
Are they trying to sell the trucks?
no, not sell the trucks. I'm talking about what Dana deals with when he's trying to book loads.
Yeah.
And things are changing a little bit, but as of today, I looked at a couple loads. It's back to dirt cheap, so I don't know if they're gonna come back up or what they're doing, but it's pretty bad again. So Who knows? That's the economy. But let's get back home and get these kids ready for school tomorrow. And now the two bigger brothers are in bed. This one doesn't have school, but he should still be in his bed, right?
Yeah, because I'm trying to go next year.
Oh, you're going to go next year?
Yeah,
How old are you?
4.
4, okay. And you have a candle for the bugs?
Yeah.
All right, guys. God bless you. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight on brokerages and brokers and how they think and what the supply and demand and tender rejections are.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Did you have fun in the hot tub?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have fun in the pool?
Yeah.
Did you eat some pizza? Yeah.
I love pizza.
Well, God bless you guys, and we will
See you on the next one.